Hello students, in the last class I have discussed with you about the very basics of thermodynamics. Today we will continue with the basics of thermodynamics. This is the part 2 of the lecture. So, what is thermodynamic equilibrium? A system is said to exist in a state of thermodynamic equilibrium when no change in any macroscopic property is registered, if the system is isolated from its surroundings. An isolated system always reaches in course of time to a state of thermodynamic equilibrium and can never depart from it spontaneously. Therefore, there can be no spontaneous change in any macroscopic property if the system exists in an equilibrium state. Thermodynamics studies mainly the properties of physical systems that are found in equilibrium states. A system will be in a state of thermodynamic equilibrium if the conditions for the following three types of equilibrium are satisfied: mechanical equilibrium, chemical equilibrium, and thermal equilibrium. In the absence of any unbalanced force within the system itself and also between the system and the surroundings, the system is said to be in a state of mechanical equilibrium. If an unbalanced force exists, either the system alone or both the system and the surroundings will undergo a change of state till mechanical equilibrium is attained. If there is no chemical reaction or transfer of matter from one part of the system to another, such as diffusion or solution, the system is said to exist in a state of chemical equilibrium. When a system existing in mechanical and chemical equilibrium is separated from its surrounding by a diathermic wall, diathermic means which allow heat to flow, and if there is no spontaneous change in any property of the system is said to exist in a state of thermal equilibrium. When this is not satisfied, the system will undergo a change of state till thermal equilibrium is restored. When the condition for any one of the three types of equilibrium are not satisfied, a system is said to be in a non-equilibrium state. When all these conditions are satisfied, that is mechanical equilibrium, chemical equilibrium, and thermal equilibrium, the system is state to occur in a thermodynamic equilibrium. Then we will move into a zeroth law of thermodynamics. So what is basically a zeroth law of thermodynamics? When two bodies or two systems are in thermal equilibrium with a third body or a third system, then they are in thermal equilibrium with each other. Suppose body A or system A is in thermal equilibrium with system C, and at the same time system C is in thermal equilibrium with system B. Then according to the zeroth law of thermodynamics, we can say that system A and system B are also in thermal equilibrium at the same time. So from the thermal equilibrium or the zeroth law of thermodynamics, a concept comes which name as temperature. So according to the definition of thermodynamics, a thermodynamic property that determines whether or not a system is in thermal equilibrium is termed as temperature. Then we come to a concept that is quasi-static process. Let us consider a system of gas in a cylinder that is shown in the figure. The system initially is in equilibrium state, represented by the properties P1, V1 and T1, that is pressure, volume and temperature. The weight on the piston just to balance the upward force exerted by the gas. If the weight is removed, then there will be an unbalanced force between the system and the surroundings, and under gas pressure the piston will move up till it hits the stops. The system again comes to an equilibrium state being described by the properties P2, V2 and T2. That means pressure at point 2, volume at point 2 and temperature at T2. But the intermediate states passed through by the system are non-equilibrium states which cannot be described by thermodynamic coordinates. So if we plot the initial state and the final state in a PV coordinate, we will find a curve like this. So the point 1 and point 2 is shown here in the PV diagram are the initial and final equilibrium states joined by a dotted line, which has got no meaning otherwise. Now, if the single weight on the piston is made up of many very small pieces of weight, that is W1 plus W2 plus W3 plus Wn equals to W, and these weights are removed one by one very slowly from top of the piston. At any instant of the upward travel of the piston, if the gas system is isolated, the departure of the state of the system from the thermodynamic equilibrium state will be infinitesimally small. So every state passed through by the system will be an equilibrium state. Such a process, which is but a locus of all the equilibrium points passed through by the system, is known as quasi-static process. Basically, the term quasi means almost. So a quasi-static process, the infinite slowness is the characteristic feature of the quasi-static process.